A little breezy out there, but as you were saying earlier, that's a good thing because it's drying up a lot of the water as the temperatures fall.
It really did. Temperatures still hovering around freezing. So again, we got most of the water off the roads at this point. Doesn't help the creeks and all that other stuff with the water rising. The meteor hasn't hit the Yum Center yet, has it?
No,
no.
Not yet.
Both Louisville and Duke are still around. Okay. Here we go. You are talking about temperatures in the mid-20s in the morning. It'll still be breezy, so we'll have wind chills. It'll be down in the teens, maybe a little sunshine working its way out, especially to the south. More sunshine as we get you to lunchtime. Temperatures, look at that. Only in the mid-30s, still staying breezy. The winds may start to die down some later in the day. That's only temporary, though. Up around 40 for the high. It really turns into a decent afternoon if it were January. As it is for mid-February, it's a little cool. Let's talk about how the day has gone. First of all, we've got a wind chill advisory. It's not wind chill, just a plain old wind advisory. I got to step ahead of myself there. Wind gusts 35 to 45 miles per hour. That's in effect for the next few hours. It covers all of central Kentucky, all the way up to the north as well. So again, you may be hearing it around your house. From the Kentucky Mesonet, most of these wind gusts middle of the afternoon today, the strongest of which came out of Danville. Look at that. A 58-mile-per-hour wind gust when the line of showers came through around 3 o'clock today. 46 came out of Carlisle, 41 in Moorhead, same out of areas around Hindman, 43 out of the northern part of Pulaski County, 44 there in Casey County. Now, that's the wind. Here's a little teeny tiny bit of winter tonight. There's a couple of little flurries wandering around. Had a nice note from someone up there in northern Franklin County, up there around Bald Knob, that it was snowing. You can see the snow showers now going across, getting over toward Carlisle, northern part of Bath County, Fleming County, folks there around Wallingford likely getting a little snow flurry, back to Owenton as well, so they're out there. This is the rain that fell. This is two-day total rain, again from the Kentucky Mesonet, kymesonet.org. You can see the corridor of heaviest rain was just to the north and west of Lexington, but it did include a good part of Franklin and Scott counties, a little secondary max also across far southeastern Kentucky. The numbers that go along with it, and most folks around 2 inches of rain. It's a lot of water, especially when we've had so much rain. There's just not a lot of places to put it, but pick out your favorite town and see how much rain fell. It gets to be a little bit more as we head on up to the north. Oh, those things did not move. So let's talk about, that should say warnings here for flooding. Stoner Creek in Paris, Elkhorn Creek, Peaks Mill, the Kentucky River at Ravenna. These are the advisories. An advisory means, okay, we're getting the water up close to bank full in the river systems. Cumberland River at Williamsburg and Barberville, Red River at Clay City, and the Kentucky River at Heidelberg. So again, that's what we're keeping an eye on. So the warning's obviously a little more serious than the advisory, but even so, where we have the warnings, it's minor flooding that's expected. So places that usually flood are flooding a little. So on the max track, the big rain's done, but we're still spitting some snow flurries out there. Another little mini warm-up for the latter part of the week, and the weekend is reminding us that it's still winter. This is just a neat system to watch. We're pulling in moisture from the Pacific and the Gulf, wrapping it all around there. That storm dumping a lot of snow and ice across the lakes, also across parts of New England as well. We're watching a little bit of that snow trying to wrap down in on us. So here you go. Low pressure up over Lake Huron, sliding up to the north. Your winds still out of the northwest tomorrow morning, and that's still a cold direction for those winds. As we go through the day, the pressure pattern relaxes a little bit, so the winds will die down some. It's only temporary, though, because there's a warm front already taking shape out here to the west. That arrives on Thursday. Again, all the isobars mean it gets windy. And with that, those are south winds, and we get warm. Now life gets a little more complicated. That's a pretty cold area of high pressure. Look at out west where it's a mess. The mess and the cold may get to about us at about the same time as we are looking toward the weekend. And already tonight we're a good deal colder than we were 24 hours ago, but the warmth is already beginning to assemble out there to the west. So we're talking temperatures now running 15 to 20 degrees colder than they were at this time last night, which means our temperatures are running low and mid 30s. The wind advisory for the next few hours, windy and cold, a few sprinkles and flurries. Mid-20s. Tomorrow, breezy and cold, but it stays dry. Partly to mostly sunny near 40, but close to 60 on Valentine's Day. Rain arrives Friday. Should change over to snow at some point both Saturday and Sunday.